So everybody from Riley's Aliens. It is Thursday, June 30th, 2022. It's 9:54 p.m. my Sims for? On my Sims 4, I have 640 followers. People follow me and I follow them and leave them friendly comments. There's one girl that I talked to on my Sims 4 named Bakura, who I think has a boyfriend. It is 2022. Let me check to see how long we've been enduring the coronavirus, around the coronavirus is going on for. Well, it's COVID-19, which means it's been around since 2019. So COVID-19, COVID-20, COVID, 19, 20, 21, 22. So it's been around for 4 years, the coronavirus. Sometimes during coronavirus, my dad would take me to the mental hospital. I wasn't talking to my friend James. My one black friend died from the coronavirus. I saw him die from coronavirus on his Facebook, who was my childhood friend that had diabetes. I used to hang out with him and a mixed girl named Ray and my friend Kelly that played the violin. And then, like I said, in my public school, I asked out a girl named Cindy with black hair that had a boyfriend. When I was like 13 or 14, I did things with a boy named Brian on one day, who owned a house that was messy. And then I had my first kiss when I was 8 or 9 at my Aunt Sherry's house. And then when I was like 7 or 8, I went over to my first, when I was 7 or 8, I had my first kiss. And then when I was 8 or 9, that's when I had my first kiss. And then when I was 12 or 13, I did things with a boy named Brian only on one day. And then I got with my first girlfriend, Alicia, when I was 13 or 14. But she cheated on me with a boy named Austin. And then I got with my second girlfriend, Brooke. And she gave me a blowjob and I ate her out. And I fingered Brooke. Her name is Brooke Turks. And then there's a girl on my one Facebook who calls herself Kelly Connor. A third black girl named Tanya who died sometime about 5 or 6 years ago. A fourth one named Nadia, who was Christian and didn't give me sex because she was Christian. And then I fingered my fifth girlfriend, Sabrina, at my 17th birthday party. And then from the time until I was 17 until I was 20, I was with my ex-boyfriend that knew Jeffree Star, the singer of Makeup Guy. He knew Chris Crawford and Johnny Boy. And then when I was 20 or 21, I did things with my name Kelly J. Cotto on one day. And then after Kelly J. Cotto, I got with this girl with my hair that was rich. And she cheated on her one boyfriend with me. And I had sex with her while she was with another guy. And she performed oral sex on me more than this other boy. While both of us were having sex. Legally, I'm not allowed to contact her or abuse her. But towards the end, she favored my second threesome over me named Alex, which made me feel like she would kiss on him in front of me. My second threesome named Alex stole from me. And me and this boy named James did like 12 or 13 on her. And me and this boy named Alex did like 22 or 23. I did 2 or 3 with a boy named Ryan who had schizophrenia. And they approved my disability in 3 weeks. I had a girlfriend with black hair 9 months ago. After my one girlfriend that would cheat on me, but I went like 3 years without sex. And then sometime a year and a half ago, I got a videotape out of this girl. And then, and sometime about a couple months ago, I did things with a boy on one day. And my dad has been with his girlfriend Margie, who calls herself Gigi, with a sister named Jeanette. Sometime for probably like 4 or 5 years. And then Jasmine and Brandy are these 2 light-skinned girls that I encountered that are real people that became real even though I'm schizophrenic. Just like my ex-boyfriend's name was Billy. And there's a guy that I used to talk to named Jared Green from my alternative school that looks like him, who is the Clone People Coincidence person. There's 2 Jared Clone People Coincidence people. And then my second girlfriend, Brooke Jerks, is a Clone People Coincidence person. And then this guy named Jeff McGinney that I did witchcraft with in an extremist witchcraft cult sometime about 3 or 4 years ago, is a People Coincidence person with Jeffree Star. This boy that went to my alternative school named Dan Wrigley, and then this artist I found called David Winning is a People Coincidence person. I find it's rare I get hurt or injured. But when my black friend died from the coronavirus pandemic and he was diabetic and he died from the coronavirus, sometime about 3 years ago, I just hated everything. I went out and bought a camera and told people to add me on the accounts I tell them to. Because really, I just hate everything because my black friend died from the pandemic. The People of Coincidence people are real. People can meet them and interact with them, even though I'm a schizophrenic person. There's about 9 or 10 of them on my Facebook that are real, and there's about 16 or 17 of them that don't like me anymore, even though I have schizophrenia. So if a person is a schizophrenic and they ever write down People of Coincidence, they could be Wiccan, they could be Jewish, they could be Muslim, they could be Christian or Catholic. My religious belief is that I'm Wiccan, because with witchcraft the laws are to know, to will, to learn, to keep silent, and harm none do what you will. Be careful what you do, be careful what you trust. But see, even though I believe that, I've never read the Quran, but I used to read the Bible, and I believe in Baptist to it correctly, but see, my first recent name, James, is a Mormon, and my dad is Catholic, it's just some Wiccan. But I tend to listen, I like a Jewish song called Hava Nagila.
Hello, Discover Card here to explain our cashback match. We match all of the cashback you earn.
Let's see, what's my longest video on Ryan Likes Aliens?
Hey, what?
An hour and 7 minutes long. This is only going on 22 minutes. I'm having tactile hallucinations in my feet. So I play a drag queen character on one channel and I buy Revlon makeup. And I have this lipstick. I really wish I knew how to sue this woman that made a slander page about me. When I was 17, she had a conversation with my dad. Because see, during my psychosis, I wrote down that I believe in a god and a goddess. Because of the 9 or 10 people on my Facebook that are real. And sometime I went to the mental hospital about 10 months ago. And I met this boy who calls himself Josh. Who was like a people coincidence person. And then I met this black woman who claimed that she sung a song online. But see, I had a girlfriend with black hair 9 months ago. And then there's this one boy that I talked to, on Instagram who calls himself Ghetto Mark G. And I'm never going to hear from my ex-boyfriend again, not that I really care, because he tortured animals. And he was a cyberbully. But people worship him and thinks that he does no wrong. Even though he's a really creepy guy, so I'll never care if I ever talk to him again. And then there was this makeup guru that would record my phone conversations and things like that. And on one YouTube channel I opened up about 3 years ago, it was a stream of 5 dislikes at a time on my videos. But I have a Ryan George Fair official YouTube channel that gets likes on my videos, like when my birthday was on May 24th. And on my Sims for, I have 640 followers. During my psychosis, I wrote down that I was violently raped by a drag queen. I wrote down that my girlfriend would cheat on me. I wrote down that only on one day when I was young I did things with a boy named Brian. I wrote down that I had 5 girlfriends in my alternative school, and I had a first kiss when I was 7 or 8. I wrote down that I got in arguments with my best friend, named James. I wrote down that I felt like people would probably go to conventions and dress up like this at anime conventions, because my situation is cruel. Because I'm 30, and sometime when I was 26 or 27 is when a boy named Matt attempted to rape me. And only on one day when I was young. I did things with a boy, and a man said, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine to me when I was little named Chris. And then I couldn't make a girlfriend or things like that. There was a girl in my alternative school who had an STD. And I didn't sleep with her because she had an STD. But I'm STD free, I get tested all the time. And really, I don't expect to make a girlfriend off YouTube. But I was just like, once a week on Twitter, there's a new tweet where people want to know what happened to my ex-boyfriend. And I was just like, well, I'm going to play a Precious Answers game with people. And tell people what their precious answers. Since my one girlfriend cheated on me, I couldn't make a girlfriend. I dealt with real sexual trauma. My dad won't let me have a cat, and he was not giving me my disability money. He would make fun of me and call me names, and when I would tell him I would hear voices. And I called my mom's house the House of Horrors. Because of how evil my mom is, and I plan never to see my mom. Because my mom is evil. And my stepdad is evil. And my brother was in foster care and things like that. I only live with my dad because I have nowhere else to go until I move in with somebody. And see, the first alternative school I went to was the funnest years of my life. That's where I met all my friends. And I used to eat cherries in my school at lunch and things like that and go on school trip bands. And when I get my disability money in a few days, I plan to buy a do-rag. Having tactile hallucinations in my feet. I know when the air conditioner in the house will come on. I know words before people say them in some cases. And then sometime when my black friend died from the coronavirus 3 or 4 years ago, I was stolen from by my second threesome named Alex Griffith. That thinks that he's a hero because he was on one episode of Larry King. Meanwhile, I'm more famous than him on my channels and my Sims were. And he stole from me and brought bed bugs in my house. He slept with an anorexic girl with black hair named Katie. His girlfriend would cheat on him. And things like that. They brought bed bugs in my house. And really, my dad did not let me have my girlfriends over and let me have threesomes with them. My situation was tied into Jeffree Star because of who my ex-boyfriend was. For the untroubled sleep.
Stu, I didn't know you were coming over. I'm not food. I'm not Stu.
So like a video of my first threesome named James vaping. He was my first threesome when I was 20 or 21. His name is James. And then my second was with a Russian boy named Alex who stole from me. And then I'm 30 and sometime when I was 24 or 25. I was in an extremist witchcraft coven called Bloodstar Coven ran by a guy named Jeff McGanney, who is a people coincidence person in which every star. And there's this guy that looks like him that sent me pictures. That looks like Jeff McGanney or Storms Wild. On Facebook, his name is Brandon. And really, I'm angry that my first girlfriend, Alicia, cheated on me. And I didn't have sex with her. And like I said 9 months ago, I had a girlfriend with black hair. And me and my friend Austin did 5 or 6 threesomes on her. And really, I wish I was famous because I have voice humor talent. I can talk like a work girl. My name is Eva. My name is Keisha. Shut your ass up. I'm a big old fat black woman. I'm a big old black BBW, honey.
For the untroubled sleep of the innocent. Stu, I didn't know you were coming over. I'm not dead.
Hey, what's up? Australian likes aliens. Hey, what's up, everybody? Australian likes aliens.
I found a YouTube channel called Jeremy Makes Fan Club that has Jeremy Makes videos.
Oh, Beery.
For the untroubled sleep of the innocent. Stu, I didn't know you were coming over. I'm not.
So I like to watch Demolition Ranch.
For the untroubled sleep of the innocent.
Stu, I didn't know you were coming over. I'm not
Let's see, what's my longest video on Brian Lake's Aliens? An hour and 7 minutes long. And this is going on 54 minutes. I'm making coffee. And you know, both my parents during my lifetime have gotten protective orders on me. My family is real evil. There's also one assault charge, and then a protective order on my one girlfriend. The people of coincidence people are always real. So what I do is I read a Wicca for Beginners book. I was in a witchcraft coven sometime a few years ago with a guy named Jeff McKinney, and I play a drag queen online. And I always buy Revlon blush, and Revlon eyeliner. And my drag queen channel is Ryan Winning, Ryan Fairwick, drag queen in Maryland. Because I live in Maryland with my dad, George. And my longest video on here is an hour and 7 minutes long. And I've come to realize that I'll never talk to my ex-boyfriend again. I'm gonna talk to my first friend named James. Every now and then I talk to this boy named Austin, who was my James Alex Ryan. Austin was my fourth threesome. And see, only on one day when I was young, I did things with a boy named Brian, who was my next door neighbor, next door from my dad's house. I had a first girlfriend named Alicia when I was 14 or 15, a first kiss when I was with Emma when I was 8. A second girlfriend named Brooke Dirks that has a YouTube channel. A third one named Tanya, a fourth one named Nadia, and then a fifth one named Sabrina LaRochelle that is on YouTube. And then my ex-boyfriend was a famous drag queen character that I was with from the time until I was 17 until I was 20. And then when I was 20 or 21, I did things with a boy named Kelly J. Caldo one day. And then sometime about 2 or 3 years ago, I did things with a boy named Nick Allen one day after a psychosis. And then, like I said, 9 months ago, I had a girlfriend with black hair. And me and my friend Austin did 5 or 6 threesomes on her. I've been addicted to porn ever since I was like 16 or 17. So I've been watching porn for that long, and I have, a black rabbit and a turtle. I was in a holding cell once. I was in 2 alternative schools. And sometime last year, a fire happened up the street. Let's see, what's my longest video on here? An hour and 7 minutes long. Alright, this is going on an hour and 2 minutes. It is 10:55 p.m. And it is 1:02. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Almost 1 hour and 2 minutes. And it is June 30th, 2022. This is going on an hour and 2 minutes. And it's June 30th, 2022, and it's 10:56 p.m. So hope everybody's good. Much love and peace to everybody out there in the YouTube world. I'm from Ryan Lakes Aliens.